Alright, it should be on.
Solidify.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Main in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I have the Millennium Eye.
Let the show begin. On reveal, buddy. Fire hazard. Here comes another wave. When are they ever gonna let off? The field is lit. Go bishop down.
Emergency kick.
Let's dance.
Stabilize.
I will have order.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
I have the Millennium Headdress. It gives me
Huh? Who are you?
3 extra attack cards or
My
something.
apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I
When in Aru
remember.
Village, please respect the local customs.
But where are those who share the memory?
When in Aru Village, please respect the local customs.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, Traveler? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanagi was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanagi, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumerize? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanagi, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanagi and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanagi. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, He's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar came to the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
It's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much!
Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Village keepers? I was eating deep.
Okay.
Anything else?
The scholars that have... Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be standing near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Stay safe. Don't get hurt. Oh, well, if it is... The last time I saw him, he... And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. It might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Every journey has its climb.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Nubis.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear. Hey, go on. Keep talking. It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the Academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
It seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking. Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking. But then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but this was the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you.
Seems like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Lyman half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, I know that lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a mantra. The rumor we heard just now seemed like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Join the Alliance and embrace a wonderful new life.
Dang it.
alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. We can do this. This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too?
No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Just what will we come across this time?
ready for a rehearsal?
There's still a long road.
By royal decree. Time for a light show.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Oz, repeat, fire hazard. Here come the fireworks. By royal decree.
Is this an answer from this world?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint. It's still extant. The footprints head in that direction.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't...
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time.
Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone... Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance...
It's highly...
Please, you have to see my grandpa.
Sounds like we better...
Let's head to Aru.
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you!
Welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
I'll hate them didn't go with you.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the...
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
How is incense made?
According to Wikipedia, small quantities of water are combined with the fragrance and incense-based mixture and kneaded into a hard dough. The incense dough is then pressed into shaped forms to create cone and smaller coiled incense, or forced through a hydraulic press for solid stick incense.
say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumerize into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebat with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost...
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are one in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the Academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are. down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those...
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know. Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's...
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just to...
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I can find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
There yet?
Yep. This is
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Tia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Zeno behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumerize. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the...
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you, if it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Ender. You're here too.
Long time no see, mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their mind.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my fate lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Just following orders. Stabilize.
Where the frick you go? Teach them a lesson, my ass. Where is she? Where is she in all this?
Solidify.
On, reveal. Time for a lecture.
As you wish, mate Fräulein.
Huh, they have treasure hoarder animations.
How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Actually, it's kind of true. She did jack shit. I was the one who defeated them.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Oh yeah? Alright, fine. Step on me, mommy. Oh wow, she actually did it.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Mihoyo actually got and did step on them. Oh. And I was just joking.
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Anko's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scarlet little bandit?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scarlet bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well?
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out.
Do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day. Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family.
Okay, Grandpa.
Come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may
Do you
all
like
be
the
disappointed,
quests?
but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will
At some point, you just sit through them.
and war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
I mean, like the Sumerize quest, do you think it's good so far?
Watermelon quests. It's been slowing down. I usually prefer the action when where I'm actually in the company of the Archons.
I'll tell you everything I know, please. Just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
There's a second viewer other than Watermelon. Earth Melon. Fire Melon. Earth Melon. Fire Melon. Air Melon. Watermelon. Long ago, the four melons lived together in harmony, but then everything changed when the watermelon attacked. Only the Melon, master of all four melons, could defeat them. But when the cornfields needed him most, he got eaten by someone who liked seeds in their mouth. And a whole bunch of crumpled up paper texture. I don't like watermelons, they're gross.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection. He talked us into helping him.
Wow.
In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
So your answer to the question, what are you working on, is being bored. Also writing fake product reviews. This hat is simply divine. I wear it while I murder people. Sincerely, Ryan.
I feel offended.
About what? I haven't liked them since I was a kid. Plus, the last time I ended up eating them,
That's one.
Huh? What?
When was the last time I ended up eating them?
3. Then.
Oh yeah, back at Methodist.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
I don't like watermelons.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense.
Well, you wouldn't like them
That's
either
why
if
I'm
it
offended.
reminded you of getting bullied. Apparently, there's a double standard with the N-word even in middle school. First you think it means like friend because you have no frame of reference. Then they beat the shit out of you for even mentioning it. Ugh. Never ends. Months.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his
Keep your head down.
I'm not risking another beating to keep his
You hide in your shirt and they still beat you up.
That guy, he wears the clothes.
Oh, the teachers? No. They take a smoke break. They just leave the class and let it happen.
I believe I may know what's going
No
on.
other, like, I've been to plenty of schools.
What do you mean?
Only Methodist is the one where the teacher just gets to leave. And the students have, like, free reign to beat people up. And then when the teacher comes back, they just pretend like nothing happened. Like, oh, yep. Oh, yeah, totally. This is for delinquents. Delinquents get to kick you in the balls, and we're not going to bother. Oh, but when you start acting out or trying to defend yourself, oh no, we're gonna put you in an armhold and like just pin you down on in the hallway.
It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Maybe that school's closed by now.
It's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor.
Stupid short bus.
Delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back. We aren't gonna let that happen.
They're just a loud bullying.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with
People are nothing but tools in the
I wonder
eyes
if I was the only one.
at changing their plan. Regardless, Our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right.
Yeah, so anyway, I don't like watermelons.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
I wonder, if you put hydrophobic material or a hydrophobic coating on watermelons, does it get rid of the water from the melon? Or does the melon...
I misheard you, I think.
Yeah, you probably did. Where's the mic on this?
Let's get some food in us and
You don't like watermelons because kids beat you up for saying the N-word?
Well, as
You didn't hear that.
I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're
I just don't like watermelons in general. And the last time I ate them, I don't exactly have good memories to associate it with either.
You never think things through before asking questions.
Can I just play this game about a floating fairy that accompanies this blonde dude who solves everyone's problems?
Oh.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here. So we thought that we might as well take the enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at our village.
Bold of you to question our choices.
While you were investigating, I had my
own work to
Genuinely
do.
wonder where Payman is from.
There are some theories that she's secretly the same one that conked him out and kidnapped his sister. That she's, since she can float and has white hair, she's related to that unknown god. And it's just plain dumb.
Right here in the village?
Correct.
I wonder why she speaks in the third person.
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Ooh.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember, she made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them, even though they act a little...
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
I wonder what's with the artistic designs of their clothes. I know it's for marketing, but like, why in the world do they have it like that specific? Don't they have like regular clothes? Or like, when you get a vision, you start deciding to like, I don't know. What's the term? Drip? You start getting drip? My English is a ways off. Nope.
It's 'cause it's based on the Middle East, I think.
Oh. Ooh. Okay, I can see it now. Ooh, that's a nice scarf.
Join the Aramites and embrace a wonderful...
I wonder if like every costume that's in Genshin is like for sale somewhere. I go in straight line. I am Jethro. Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramid. Hey look, it's the Millennium
Mondstadt is
Puzzle.
based on Germany, Liyue, China, Inazuma, Japan, and Fontaine, France.
Oh, I know. Mondstadt being Moon City. Now, from what I can tell, what has the most cultural similarity is Inazuma. Whole lot of Shinto gates, especially the I think it was the Hall of Gates. It's just like hundreds of them, like 3 feet apart, like in a row, whole tube of them. But in order to make the journey actual within the day, instead of bowing to each one, you just bow to the first one. That's the accepted practice.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but How can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Let's see, Fontaine was France. I think. What was that other place? The fire. Man, I forgot the nation of fire. Snizhnaya is Russia, obviously, but well, apparently it's Russia. But Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got wind, earth, lightning, plants, salad, water, touch grass. Natalan? Alright, yeah. I'm thinking Natalan's based on America. At some point, I want to see a vision user with gun. There'll probably be a pyro wielder, but like, I know Snezhnayan soldier enemies, like some of them have rifles and stuff. I want to see like an actual vision user use a gun and not a bow.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
I wonder why he's letting her go by an alias, because it was Lumine and Ether. I don't know why he was like not going high on Ether.
It's based on South America and Africa.
Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can change Sumeru for the better?
Africa. I wonder how they're going to do that representation.
Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Ooh,
that's how.
About their lives? Oh, about representation.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
Genshin isn't the best at representation.
Yeah. It would be a bit better representation if Mondstadt had a side story about how great their healthcare is. I remember there was this one bit where guy gets into an accident, he gets $6 million manned with like all sorts of tech, and he finds out that the bill is like $4 or like 4 German whatever units of whatever, and they're under the impression he's mad that it costed anything at all. It's a shame being out of network is so common.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believe in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to hug them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
The most distracting feature is the upside down pyramid.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, Hitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that I'm only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Summery? Sumru? Sumru? Sumeru? Ugh.
Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Ooh.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs.
That upside-down pyramid I'm pretty sure is a part of a painfully long world quest, unfortunately.
More of that? Can't I just leave the desert and find this fountain oasis?
You can tell them.
Objection, like a headline. Harold.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange.
Why is Paimon afraid of ghosts?
I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying.
What's your end goal actually?
It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived,
I was going to say to find my sister. Ether's already saw Loom. Like, get good, scrub. Something vague, something world, whatever. We have plenty of time to be super vague.
That they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Come to think of it, though. The twins weren't from Teyvat, and yet Lumine took Conria aside as if she were the princess. Did Conria, like...
What are you trying to do?
Go through the entire quest so it can complete...
Finish all the quest.
Yeah, go through the entire main quest. And, get
to Fontaine?
Yep, that's the one. Officially get to Fontaine, so all the NPCs will acknowledge me. Yeah, fun fact, if you start the game but skip the first, what was it, Archon statue to gain your elemental powers, and you go to Mondstadt first, they won't acknowledge you, and a lot of the shops are somehow closed.
There's really nothing around.
Some are still open, but a lot of them aren't.
Old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Let's go!
Yeah.
One sec, I gotta find something. Here it is. Restores HP. Does nothing. HP, nothing. HP, nothing. Even the holy water from that scam artist does some healing. I'm currently of the belief that it will activate healing abilities once I'm officially from Fontaine. Or reach Fontaine. But for now, Sonic the Hedgehog is just gonna help me. Oh, that reminds me. Alright, now that I have the Yeet Mama, what's next?
It doesn't give healing abilities when you get to Fontaine, unfortunately.
Oh, you know from experience, so it's just a dud? Huh.
Can I go catch up on my sleep?
No, you can't, small
It's a
child.
scam.
Even the scam artist
Emoji
selling
frowning
holy
face.
water still got like 1 HP a second. Well. Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Go Sonic, X!
Is this the place?
Fast.
Monsters, watch out!
Oh no. Can't touch this. No, no, no. Can't touch this.
Do you like games like Phoenix Wright?
Give me a second to boot up what you're saying. The, Warrior game? No, never played. I'm familiar about it.
Sure, I got the name wrong.
Oh, check it. Yeet! Ooh, they took 5,000 damage.
Solidify.
I think you'd like the Fontaine Archon quest.
No rest for the wicked. I'll take my leave.
I won't know until I actually experience it. Till now, I gotta cheese these fools.
It's the most creative one out of all the Archon quests.
I wonder what counts as creative. As in you make stuff? Ah.
I swear by my sword. By royal decree, wings of darkness.
You'll see. Very fun quest.
Well, that was easy. Yeah, just throw explosions at them.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Ooh! A character activating the thingy without the player actually doing that. Ooh!
Let's go in and take a look.
So those visions aren't just for show. Oh yeah, what about Dr. Baiju?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then.
Where are you gonna set up camp?
Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Bayu became playable and that's the most I know.
Okay, sure.
Wait, he did?
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences,
Yeah, check the character archive.
So, you got that?
Ooh.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Same with Yao Lao.
Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their study.
The more you learn, the more money you can earn to support me.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
Isn't that what I'm doing now?
Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. Oh yeah. I've been told the Hydro Archon sounds an awful lot like Amy.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Whoa. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here.
What? he's a catalyst user. Some folks theorized he'd be a bow wielder. Ooh, now that's interesting. Huh. I'm gonna have to keep that guy when going to Fontaine. I don't think I've ever actually met Kevin. I already have that in Klee. Oh, I'm gonna remember to have him. All Preserver.
DD. Hi.
Hi. Wait, do I have... Am I missing any purples? Oh, I
Oh
am.
man, you have Raiden. Can you do wish? I desperately want her.
Like that?
Books are for now, but friends are forever.
Oh, the barrels are actually little pyro slimes. I wonder if they're ever gonna produce a recipe that you can just buy the ingredients in the city rather than having to.
Feeding the gambling addiction, LOL. How many languages do you speak?
Ni? 僕の日本語は悪いで。でも僕の英語は perfect. In other words, I can speak some Japanese, but I am primarily an English speaker. Were I to be pressed, I would have it as a fraction rather than two whole languages.
Do you watch anime?
Yes, I do. And currently, Isekai is just the perfect blandness to... It's just the perfect blend to just watch. You know what you signed up for.
Have you watched One Piece?
You do realize that if you were to ask me to watch One Piece, it would be an unreasonable request. The only show I'm aware of that has more episodes than One Piece is Sesame Street, which has been airing for over 30 years. I ain't watching One Piece.
Oh wait, do you like slice of life anime?
On occasion.
Yeah, even I ain't watching One Piece.
Is there some sort of ranking where I have to watch One Piece in order to qualify to enjoy slice of life anime? I didn't realize that there's some sort of barrier for entry when it comes to which genre I watch. If one were completely better than the other, then it would be out-competed in the market.
I'm on episode 1066 in One Piece.
Well, congrats. You... Give me one
Piece
sec.
is not slice of life.
Give me 1 sec to do the math here. That's 533 hours wasted, or rather spent. How long was it? Yeah, 500.
Oh my god.
Alright. Getting the calculator.
That's more than a year.
Divided by 2. Assuming each episode is half an hour.
No.
You know what? I'll divide it by 3. With the assumption that it's 20 minutes and you're skipping the opening and end credits because they're identical. Let's see, that's 355.3 recurring.
It's 1 5-minute episode.
Oh, it's 50. Oh, okay, now that's
yes, if you
far
watch
more
a day.
manageable. Divided by 4. 266.5 hours. Now, assuming that you watch roughly a season's worth, no wait, 8 hours worth of anime as if it were a full-time job, that would be roughly
15090 minutes.
Oh, thanks. 15,090 minutes. 15,090 minutes worth divided into hours.
But I've watched it over years.
No.
905,400 seconds.
A full-time job to watch One Piece just to see how long it would have taken a committed viewer to watch that amount in the fastest time possible. Alright, that's how many work hours.
10479166 days.
Work week. Standard work week of 40 at 6 work weeks. Roughly a month straight. A month of binging with nothing else to occupy it. I must have the math wrong.
2515 hours.
Whole. It was a couple thousand episodes. Most seasons end at a dozen. About 12 30-minute episodes. So, hours. So 251 hours. So if you only watched 1 hour's worth a day, it would take a whole year. That's some commitment.
Bro, you're jeeping every
you can
detail.
just watch an entire season in one day. That's better. I can hear the TV. Alright. Let's swap out Eat Mama for Kevin.
Need a hand?
No, I don't, Kevin.
Scanning.
905400000000000000000 picoseconds.
Watermelon? That's called inflation. Yep, that's the word you're looking for. Inflation. A larger number that counts for less.
This isn't my first trek into the desert, but I can never get used to the heat. Is there no shade anywhere? Come at me! Don't crush my dreams.
Oh, I'm gonna crush them and something else. Ah. Hi there.
guide you.
Oz, reveal buddy. Time for a lecture.
And 1 week 3 days and like 9 hours if you don't stop.
Oh, I was thinking of like pausing to sleep or touch grass, and you're working 8-hour shifts to finish it. But yeah, a week and 3 days if you don't need to sleep would probably work. Ooh. Nope. Thought I could pick something up. Nope.
Look, there's someone over there.
250 hours divided by 24. That would be 10 days. Divided by 16 to have 8 hours to sleep. That'd be 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
And his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holds up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? What?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar? Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, The Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia.
All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief.
A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean can't knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Simon doesn't want to think about this!
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Pew pew. Lasers.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to our village.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Ver...
Four 1364583 hours including 8-hour work, 8-hour sleep, 1 hour to eat and get to work and leave work and then eat, which is far too small button. Day.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Ver...
I see. Thank you for doing the math. Proves my point that it is not a bingeable anime.
That's if you don't go outside to talk to people.
Oh yeah.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Commissions reset.
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, The abandoned Elizar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine field knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant of knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
And you have the Akasha earbuds on your ear.
You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamudra?
The longest it's taken me to binge watch a series is 3 days.
Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumerize, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you.
That's when I actually had time to do all that.
On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamudra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing
Are you
that?
drinking something?
My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
No, I'm just not that talkative.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side.
Oh, I asked because it sounded like you were.
Will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! Please, wait! I want to go too.
You want to go too?
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone? I leave them in your hands.
Yay! Let's go!
Oh yeah, the hero of Parnast.
Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
The tag-along kid.
Do you think the theory that Payman's voice is going to get higher and higher each update until she can communicate with dogs?
Right, like with the artist that used to draw Power Girl, progressively increasing the cleavage until someone would notice. Devious. Who knows?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So...
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used...
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
And let's stay on the teleportation waypoint.
But running on sand is so tiring.
Paimon, you have no reason to talk.
Are you Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Of course it is.
Wow, isn't it like 3M there?
Where exactly?
Wherever you are.
You're off by an hour.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an
I'm under the assumption that you're in America.
You have really good ears.
Yep.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting.
4M.
Let's listen in.
If you had informed
Bingo.
us sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to.
You're one of us. We would never do that.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I know.
Damn.
That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Texas.
Didn't you say
Ooh.
you'd help me find Grandpa?
Why Texas?
Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru Village.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret.
I mean, you sound a little like you're from the south, and I know the time in Houston at all times, so I just guessed.
It's not too late yet.
Huh.
The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady.
So I do have that accent.
Is our purpose in life. Even if
I always figured I'd have a bit more of an Eastern accent, but alright.
willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia, even if they end up disbanding the Eremites, your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time.
You guessed right.
The sun and the moon no longer shine.
I'm guessing I was wrong.
All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land.
You did hear the part where I said you guessed right. Right?
With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have? Filthy traitors. Your god.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Ooh.
Come on,
Garm.
don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do?
I realized that the Sumerize Archon quest is more story-focused.
The mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
You have to take it.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
And someone intervenes because the character still has their arms.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it. Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Man, that was one clunky cutscene. None of the polish back in Inazuma.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Skibbity boppa da da, jibbity boppa nee nee, skibbity boppa da.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well,
But
he's
sometimes when
talked
you're out on
about
a
it.
limb, you
Skibbity
gotta double
skibbity.
down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
My status is ridiculous.
Listen, I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Who's your favorite character?
Official. Official, period. But only because she has Oz. So, it's Osvaldo von Hoftevines, followed by Official, followed by maybe Yoimiya and Zhongli.
Yes, sir.
Probably in terms of combos. In terms of them as people, I'd have to think
Oz
about
fans
it.
rise up.
You too, huh? Hihi. Hihi, tenandayo. Don't know. Oh, wait. Get some time. Huh.
I love
You
Oz.
read book. Oh, there it is. There it is. Must resist the doggo urge.
Lynette I like as well, she's monotone. I like monotone characters.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Linny's magic assistant, and if you have work-related inquiries, please ask Linny. If you have questions related to seeing a magic show, please ask the ticket office. You want to talk to me? Then get to the point.
Huh. That one? That cat girl?
Tea is ready. Now it's time for a short rest. Seems Linny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
It doesn't sound that very
She's always painfully a lot like my sister.
Oh.
Clee was a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard.
She's different in the quest.
Want me to show it to you? This little marble is supposed to be a present from Barbados to say, well done? Well done for what, though? Razor's one of my best buddies. Kaya's the best. Amber is the best. Master Jean is the best. Lisa is the best. Bennett is the best. Diona is the best. Me and Albedo have a secret code. Whenever he puts a sign on his workshop, Mona is the best. It's so Sucrose is the best. This one time she asked
Oh my
me
god,
one
you
of the
have
weird
Clee's
grown-ups.
outfit.
He's so grumpy all the time. Why does he never smile?
Oh yeah? I'm especially proud of Dodo Coattails from the summer event.
Clee thinks a lot of people are the best.
But with one exception.
He's one of the weird grown-ups. He's so grumpy all the time. Why does he never smile?
Because I'm Batman. Explosion! What was her name? The one from Konosuba. Trying to think. Not Darkness.
She's right
not...
about Diluc.
Let's see.
The Batman voice.
Hey, I'm Batman. You wanna know my secret identity?
You sounded British for a second, laughing.
If you say so, mate. I do worry about the well-being of my retinue. During my impromptu absence. I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, main Fräulein. Let's see. I do worry about the well-being of my retinue, royal retinue during my impromptu absence. Let's see.
Oh? You inquire about my Edelstein der Dunkelheit? It is a royal heirloom, a ceremonial ornament that displays the majesty of the Prinzessin der Verirrung before the unworthy.
I know it's near somewhere.
Insubordination.
For what, though?
That's SMT, she says.
Eula says vengeance will be mine.
Dusk and dawn, but fleeting shadows are. Once more, the twists of fate have led you into my everlasting night.
Good morning. Main Fräulein heard you'd be dropping by, so she's preparing breakfast.
Us? To what do I owe the pleasure? Ozzy, my dear familiar.
When she gets hit, Feifel might say insubordination.
Her Majesty beseeches you to unfurl.
Oh!
Main Fräulein, your presence is urgently required. Main Fräulein.
The insubordination!
Oh, that one?
Eula and Feifel are kinda similar, but Feifel is nicer and more down to earth.
Oh, yeah. Kind of thing. I wonder, do I have her? Eula is cryo. Nope, but I do have Chi-Chi.
1, 2.
Ever met Aloy before?
In an event you can see her break character more and more and it's so sweet.
Oh yeah. It is.
Journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus. Wine tastes the same as I remember.
The vision did something go through again?
Add asterisk.
Little do they know they are right next to the person that killed her.
Oh yeah. You're talking about La Senor, right? Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Bum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-da-dun.
I'll be fine, but we don't want you.
Ready for anything.
By royal decree, fire hazard.
rest for the wicked. As you wish, mate Fräulein. No rest for the wicked.
Reveal thyself. Oh, that hurt. Here comes the fireworks.
Are you saving for any character?
No, I'm not.
Have you ever kept fish as pets? They're very cute. Quick and help.
Solidify.
Blazing to life! friends are forever.
Well, I gotta go to bed, so...
Damn props to you for doing this for this long.
one last scene and then I'm calling it a quits.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Oh, I guess you are my little pot champ. Come here. Just to finish her line. Wait, I know what this calls for.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and helped everyone out?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You've got fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman. I've always thought of you as a man of his word.
It's a one-for-one exchange. So, and let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Armstrong's people is already a huge compromise on my part.
You stay right there!
It's high noon. Ooh, sexy.
What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Awesome. Wait, now I have the blue?
This day's going just great.
What a the sand dune collapsed.
That ain't no ordinary
I saw an energy
grandpa.
field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The dendro archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to a sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
I thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now.
Oh. I got an achievement. I guess that section's over.